right, y'all. Good morning. This is, I'm cockeyed. Mm. All right. I have found a way that I can get my musical messages without catching that copyright hammer. They done got me 3 times, y'all. I went ahead and shuffled as I was running a bit late. Excuse me. Whew. And y'all don't have to believe me, but these 2 came out. I would usually only take 1, but these 2 came out together. Bina, the left eye, knowledge, and Shakma, the right eye, wisdom, in that order. I am Delilah, 8th house moon rabbit, and if you are here or you arrive after this is posted, you're on a voyage. Ooh. At the bottom, we have Hod, the left leg of submission. But as you can see, Sandalphon, the angel of new life, the twin angels, made an appearance. So it seems that we have many angels to guide us today. Cosmic telephone reading is what I'm calling it. I feel as though someone may be playing a part that doesn't suit them, whether it be you or someone connected to you energetically. I hope y'all had a lovely weekend. I know I did. A wonderful weekend of aligning with my North Node, having deep conversations with my loved ones, getting things off my chest. Twelfth house, the house of open enemies. Like, it insisted. I wasn't sure about it. And Chiron at the bottom. I believe Chiron was or is I believe that Chiron was or is cosmically in play. AC/DC is playing right now, and I'm hearing You Shook Me All Night Long. What he said is, she told me no lies, and that stood out above all the others. All the other words. I'm not even really in the mood to listen to this song, but I feel like it might have a message for me, so I'm going to let it play. First out, Judgment with Hedy Lamarr. Lieutenant of Comets, which is Knight of Cups. I don't know about y'all, but I had the wildest dreams. I had dreamt back to back to back, and every time I woke up, which was more times than I usually do or usually remember waking up, it was a different dream. I even had a dream with a reader in it, which is the first time that has ever happened with this reader or any other that I remember. Mami Wada Tarot. Also, I Be Knowing. I love her. I subscribed based on her name alone because I had gotten the book about Mami Wata. That's the Ten of Wands. If we needed to be informed. And while my first cosmic telephone reading seems to be snatched because of, 1010. That's October 10th, y'all. The Hierophant. I definitely laid down some burdens that I forgot that I was carrying. What about y'all? The Magician. I will show you in just a minute, but I feel like the compulsion to keep shuffling. And baby, I ain't lost a card yet. What? As you can see, that was just looking me in the face, and so y'all, the commercials are playing on my Pandora as well. It's so crazy getting so advanced in age that old popular bands and old songs from the late 90s and 2000s have become commercials. The Hierophant, the Magician, the Sun, and the Lovers. We have got 5 major arcana out right now. And 2 10s in the center of the reading, underneath the left and right eyes of knowledge and wisdom is what they represent. Keeping in mind, we're going to uncover this 12th house. Maybe we won't spot the enemy, but it's looking like we might not have to, because this is the spiritual assassin here. And not in the, let's say, black magic way. It gives me archangel. It gives me archangel energy as this page of lasers, and that was the 7 of Pentacles, right after the Sun and the Lovers. Those are all the same character. Also, the Lovers are the King and Queen of Swords in this deck. And that page of lasers is also Justice, which is why I have righteous vibes whenever I see it. And would you look at that? A 9 and a 9. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Cups. All these cards are representative, as a tarot in space, of the above energy. Ooh. Sometimes all my exes are laughing in bed. Said I will try my best. Deception. These also are coupled cards. These coupled cards both experience strife. I would say that the King and Queen of Wands, the King and Queen of Swords have the hard journey in this deck. someday. No, I ain't wasting no more time. The High Priestess. Okay, we got a lot of pairings coming out. Under the Bridge is playing. Under the Bridge by Red Hot Chili Peppers for anybody who isn't familiar. All right. This came out first. King of Pentacles. The World. The Chariot. These are all the grounding energies, as below. And the Eight of Swords. But this is a very peaceful Eight of Swords to me. Being the King of Pentacles is a Seven of Pentacles again. I feel as though someone is taking inventory of both their intentions in the 5D and how they manifested that in the 3. They might be under judgment at this time. Or maybe they're coming out of judgment, as the Seven of Pentacles is bridging the King of Pentacles and the World, which we understand to mean cycles changing, karma, dharma. I'm definitely getting ego and a choice. Over the World, the Chariot, and the cosmic energies of the Ten of Wands, Ten of Cups, and this spiritual assassin. I feel like somebody got tapped for what they done. Oh, wow. I had to pick her up because the way she was looking at me. And up underneath there's the Hermit. And what comes to mind when I see him is a brilliant reader whose name I cannot remember at this time, and really only the information they gave, that the Hermit is a emperor who lost his empress. I think maybe it was Water Baby Tarot, and she goes by Bony Spirit now. Knight of Wands, between the Chariot and the Eight of Swords, and what comes to mind is somebody rushing to get to a red light, driving fast and reckless. Five of Pentacles, being out in the cold. And that's between the Seven of Pentacles and this Three of Swords. So, the Queen of Swords. I think we're figuring out who's calling. I already had an idea, but it's becoming a little plain, isn't it? Especially under the bridge. I think maybe somebody has an image of you. Maybe you are not warm with them. You know, there's no sharing of nostalgia because somebody left you waiting. Perhaps they found that they thought that was going to be a good idea. Maybe they decided to go play in the deep waters with the predatory fish with the pretty colors. The zone of no light up underneath that is the Three of Wands. Waiting for one's ships to come in. Looking towards the future. Tell me about it. Ten of Pentacles again. Everything in fruition and wisdom from all stages of life. Recognition, realization. You know you didn't fucked up, don't you? Yes, because right behind it, this Five of Cups, this Knight of Cups. So maybe someone is planning to spin the block. And this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. And ain't nothing in this world for free. Yeah, that definitely gives... I was not listening to the beginning of the song, but that came right through, and I feel like somebody might be looking to lie down by still waters after they didn't drug their dick through the dirt, is what I'm hearing. Somebody might be wanting to come, run in, and give you a message of love. I wonder if they're holding back, though. Because depending on how they played this, I'm kind of feeling as though they invested in a sham. But you're real as fuck, right, Voyager? So it wasn't you. You, I feel, were placed on a shelf, even though you're a magician. You're the magician, and I feel as though, because this High Priestess is another sun. You're somebody's sunshine. You're the starry skies above me. Won't you please come down and hug me? Think I found love in this club tonight. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, I feel like somebody went looking and found their issue. Ugh. The Queen of Cups came out in reverse. I think they were primed by someone who was moody, withdrawn, insecure, had an inconsistency of honor, neglectful, dependent, that martyred themselves. I feel like, whether male or female, that's what they chose over you. With the way the Seven of Swords was looking back at the peaceful Nine of Cups, I'm like, dang. I think I made a mistake. This is 2 tens as well. With the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, yep. Nostalgia. Pleasure after hardship. So maybe there's hope for them yet. Not saying that's with you, but excuse me. I would be expecting a message from someone. I looked before and had my share. It didn't lead nowhere. I would go alone with someone like you. It doesn't matter what we do, who you are with. Oh, brother, where art thou? Return of the living dead. If somebody is dead to you, I understand. Sometimes it be like that. But if somebody is sent on their own journey to come and make amends with you, and they do it the right way, you know, let's say not the right way. Let's say they do it with pure intention, even if they kind of fumble it. And even if you are annoyed with the fumbling, perhaps they are the one who's discovered their hidden enemies with this Seven of Cups and the Mariana Trench. I'm gonna mess with these. Ooh, I just saw Event Horizon. I think somebody found themselves in hell. Oh, brother, where art thou? That is the adaptation with George Clooney of the Iliad by Homer. I can't remember that king's name, but many people know the story of the king who was involved in the Trojan War. A very good king. Kind, noble, admirable leader, but he had haters. He had haters. He had a beautiful wife, his queen, a talented, capable son to take over his empire. But he went off to the Trojan War. I can't remember the length of it. Perhaps somebody will, and they'll put it in the comments for me. Oops. 9-inch nails. But somebody wanted his empire, and as soon as he went to war, they started plotting on how to take his spot. So maybe he wasn't the only one to deceive, which is often the case. The energy that you use returns back to you. My Chemical Romance. I'm not okay, I promise. My Chemical Romance. Maybe somebody with all these knights out here, especially with the Knight of Wands showing up twice, both here in the 3D and the and the Page of Wands and the King of Swords and 4 of Wands and another 7 of Swords. Yep, that's what happened. The universe has a funny way of moving. Kendrick Lamar is at the bottom of the deck. Careful, no switching sides when something's wrong. You acting shifty, you won't ride with me no more. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Jason and the Argonauts. And I don't know if people know how Jason and the Argonauts panned out, but Jason went and did Medea, the spiritual woman who was in his corner, real dirty, after she led him to the Golden Fleece and betrayed her homeland for it. Now, mind you, her homeland wasn't the best place, and so that's giving me that if we're just going to look at this energetically, the divine feminine didn't honor herself, and perhaps martyrdom, Queen of Cups in reverse, perhaps sacrificed more of herself and her foundations than she should have. And the divine masculine took that and ran like a bandit. Now we have the Borns. Ooh. I feel like whoever is in the divine feminine position definitely got about the business of healing and restoring their foundations and listening to their intuition. And every night my mind is running around her. Thumbs getting louder and louder. Baby, you're like lightning in a bottle. Hate and time. I feel like the divine feminine had. Ooh, and here we go, wrapping around to the beginning. I feel like the divine feminine had hidden enemies. She had hidden haters who was talking in this masculine's ear, whether it be the girlfriends or it be the homies. At least one of them, someone close enough to be trusted with the Seven of Cups, someone who's now been either shaken off, they've been gotten free of, or it's in the process. With this Chiron, learning from pain, learning from the kind of deep wounds that they scar up. They might even keloid, but they don't go anywhere. Telescopium. What? Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Yeah, I know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe somebody is really discovering what loyalty is. And I'm getting my personal knowledge of how people who do other people dirty be the very same ones talking about how they need loyalty. They be walking around with broken hearts about from all the loyalty that they didn't give, that they not getting, and they not gonna get until they tighten it up, until they get some sense. That song, Cut Off. Rushing through me. Feel your energy rushing through me. It stopped before it got there, and the message I get from that is that someone might have expected you to stay in place over nostalgia. The Six of Cups, which is broken up by the Queen of Cups in reverse. It's 7, Queen of Cups in reverse, 6. In fact, and the 5 is way back here. Getting born in the state of Mississippi, Papa was a copper and the mama was a hippie. Guide. Maybe somebody's gonna start using their intuition and their good sense to guide them, and they're gonna stop acting like a damn fool. But it's just like the people who say, you know, they don't like drama. If you ever meet a person that feels like they got to post about not liking drama, they are either in the midst of some drama that's not their fault, and they're trying to, what do you call it? Push out that energy, transmute it. Here we have worship. Or they are the drama starter, and you need to watch from a safe distance. What? As I said, watch from a safe distance, protect yourself, and ascend. Don't, please don't sit around and wait for me to be proven right. I'm telling you. Ooh. Maybe someone tried. Ascent is at the bottom, but right up underneath it, these got askew so that I could see them. Manipulator and divinity. I think everybody that wasn't protecting their neck might have got a little sucked on by energetic vampires. Yes. In fact, let me put this here because I feel like this got more for me. While somebody, I believe, is learning how to go ahead and subvert that ego, taking stock of what it is that they had, because the Queen of Cups in reverse and this Queen of Swords up here in a 3D energy, I feel like you deuced it out. You pieced out, divine feminine, whether you be masculine or feminine in life. And you did the right thing. abundance. I was just about to say, I believe you're being blessed for that. I believe on your end the sun is rising. California, rest in peace. Simultaneous release. I think maybe somebody is responding to the call of ascension. Lupus, the cosmic rabbit of wisdom. Capricornus, evolve. Hercules, bravery. Hercules, the name of him almost came out of my mouth, but then it's gone. Odysseus. There we go. Hercules was either with Odysseus and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, or with Jason and the Argonauts. And maybe somebody needs to go and get the cliff notes of the stories of Jason and the Argonauts and Odysseus and his journey. Maybe somebody's twin flame journey in the Lego movie is up underneath Jason and the Argonauts, which is definitely, and love popped out in my hands. It's definitely a twin flame journey. It's definitely about a divine masculine coming into his power. And who sparked it? The divinity of Wildstyle, which, mind you, he recognized immediately, but did not really believe in himself. And frankly, she didn't really believe in him either. So maybe that's where the divine feminine is here. This call, I believe, is coming from your guides. Not necessarily this masculine. I believe your guides are letting you know. The phone call is from them. And you might be getting contact from this other. But even if you never do, I want you to know that, excuse me, the mysteriousness surrounding, look, what is this? Monoceros, purity. I feel like a divine masculine is trying to get back to this pure center. I feel like I gotta leave those out. I don't feel like those go back in. Look. Gemini, Virgo. Mercurial. Like myself, I feel like that's as good as the Ace of Swords, telling you you don't have to, but what would it hurt to go ahead, believe me. Got me where you won't be again, and I can't turn away. I'm hanging by a thread and I'm feeling like a fool. Ooh. I feel like you aren't the only one heading to victory, standing in your power. I think that's a trend. It's a thing right now. So if you're doing that, you're on trend, baby girl, baby boy. Imagine it. Picture it. What if you really got the recognition that you always deserved from who you always deserved it from, and those that just can't see it for themselves to give you that found themselves getting out the way or being moved out of the way? I think that's what's happening here. I think with the Knight of Pentacles being at the top of the 3D hierarchy of what's happening, I think the ground is fertile for you to get what's coming. And I think it's going to be healing. So be open and willing. Up underneath the left leg of submission is Phanuel, the angel of truth. And didn't I say I'm telling the truth? Mercy is up underneath that. Please tap into the highest version of yourself so that you don't, and this is not an accusation, so you do not feel the need, not the need, I'd say the compulsion to fall into your ego and manipulate this situation or put on airs, which is what I get from this decorate card sometimes. Do the best with this that you can, because I think that this is something Chiron sent, angel sent, God sent, probably all the above, because I believe that the highest energies work in accordance with one another. Life. Amongst the lives that I have done, there's been a lot of talk about getting recognition, manifesting, and learning. We're coming into our own, Voyagers. If you've been on this voyage for 7 years, which was how long Odysseus was out to sea after the Battle of Troy ended. Battle, war, I'm not sure. It took him 7 years on the sea to get back home. And not necessarily because he killed the Cyclops and that pissed off Poseidon, who then gave him the runaround. And in that time, he got sidetracked by another woman, even though he knew he had his divine feminine at home. And he knew, because Spirit was always in his corner, he was getting whispers that he needed to get home because his queen, his legacy, were in danger. And I think that's what's playing out here. Someone realized they are not okay. What they did was not okay. And it's not something that you can astroturf. You got to go back with the knowledge and wisdom. The knowledge and wisdom gained to make amends and show the purest part of yourself. To go ahead and ascend. So, masculine, I've been speaking to the feminine involved in this. What is Muse uprising? Let her be your muse. Not that she would be the only one, because divine feminine has had to take inspiration where she could get it. And when you're looking for it and you're open to it, it's everywhere and all around. Don't forget. Tell me that the high priestess and the hermit don't feel very similar to the left and right eye. They do to me. I feel a lot of synchronicity. Remember what you learned. Don't act like it's not as important as it is. Do not go quietly into that dark night, because I have a feeling that this is the beginning of a new cycle. And I think it's going to be a long cycle. And the bricks that you lay now are going to be your path. You might find yourself on another 7-year journey of suck. That's not what I want for you. No matter what you did felt like to anybody, when you learn better, You can do better. Protect yourself. Don't worship 3D bullshit. I think that you've learned. Don't act like you forgot. I love you all. Thank you for being with me. I will be doing this again at least 3 more times this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I gotta break up the routine for my Gemini heart. So I can't say it's gonna be all day, not all day, every day, but consistent. All right? I love y'all. Do good, be good,